As you listen to the inspiring words of each of these student speakers, ask yourself, what am I doing to make a difference in my community?
In the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of a presidential transition, in the midst of a racial divide, now is the time to fix the problems that this nation has tried to overlook for 244 years. Racial discrimination has been something that has hunted people of color since the beginning of this nation. And the fact that this is a fight that Dr. King started and that we have yet to finish is scary. But now is the time to get over the hump of injustice, the time to point out that racism exists, and the time to unite and stand together as a whole against discrimination. Now is the time to create a society where every citizen is valued, regardless of race, gender, sexuality, social class, and identity. Often used as a counter-argument to Black Lives Matter, people say all lives matter. And those people are 100% correct. All lives do matter. And if you truly believe in that statement, then you should be just as angry at the system as anyone else. Benjamin Franklin tells us that justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. This quote holds great meaning because when we as a nation come together for a common goal, we can accomplish anything. And now is the time to accomplish providing justice to these minority groups seeking answers. America is considered the most powerful nation in the world, so it should be embarrassing to be a part of the racism that occurs every day in this nation. And it should be embarrassing to have had a president who can't look the people in their face and condemn white supremacy. The fact of the matter is, there is no middle of racism. You are either against it and will fight for justice, or you are silent. And Dr. King tells us that in the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. The biggest enemy to progress is complicity, and now is the time to defeat it, the time to rewrite history, and the time to correct the wrong that has affected this very nation for almost 3 centuries. Now is the time to inform the people of what really goes on in daily America, because where ignorance is our master, there is no possibility of real peace. Now is the time to encourage a society equal and accepting to all people, because reform can be accomplished only when attitudes are changed. Now is the time to defeat injustice anywhere and everywhere, because Dr. King tells us injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So let's take the light of our solidarity to overcome the darkness of racism, injustice, and discrimination. Now is the time to create the real land of the free because of the brave, not the brave that fought back in 1776, but the brave that refuses to be silent in the society we live in today. Now.